G'day gamers, Ranger Tony here, back with more of our Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion Pure Mage playthrough. When last we left off, we had, we're waiting on the council, and enough of that. I'm going to go back to the Arcane University, and we're just going to pass time until the Archmage wants to give us our next mission. I did do, really quickly, I did, where was it? I did this fort homestead here. Look, there's another fort over here that we could go through. I could do a whole bunch of stuff, but I don't want to just keep doing side quests while I wait. I want to continue on with the main quest line, so we're going to do that.
My attention is focused on the council right now. I will need you soon enough. I need more time.
Okay. Now, moving back down to here, I'm not trespassing by going up to here, but I would be trespassing going up to the mage's quarters. I suppose it's all right to wait here. It is middle of the night. Okay, well, not middle of the night, but early evening. If we wait, say, 14 hours, let's do 15 just to be sure, it'll be early morning the next day, and I'm hopeful that he will want to speak to me at that point.
Greetings, Master Wizard.
Have you heard any word about the other provinces?
I understand Daedra worship has become increasingly prevalent in the
Let's have a look.
Somerset
The council is in complete disarray at the news of Manimako's presence in Cyrodiil. The King of Worms has obviously targeted the guild, but we have no idea why. No demands have been made. All of my attention is devoted to the council. We must discern the reason for this sudden attack and stop Manimako before he destroys us all. I am unable to look into something that has been brought to my attention. Are you capable of going on my behalf?
Sure,
Please go to Bruma. I have not heard from Jean Frasoric for a few days now, which is unusual for her. While I welcome the break from correspondence with her, I worry that something may be amiss given recent developments. Find out if Jean is all right, and let me know if she needs anything.
Yeah, well, Jean is the one that was
a dangerous situation.
A pleasure to speak with you.
Yeah, no, that's not what I want to do, though. I want to go down here. Jean is the one who couldn't find one of the mages, the Khajiit mage who had gone invisible, and we had to find him for her. And it's obvious that, yeah, she's a little bit hard to put up with at times. We shall see. Anyway, I know what's happening here, but I'm not going to spoil it. I'm sure some of you who have done this quest line will know what is happening as well. I've arrived at the Brooming Mage Guild. It appears to have been attacked. I should look for survivors. Why is... Man, he is not taking... Why is this guy so damage resistant? I do not recall this being this hard the last time I tried this. Um... One moment, please, while I concentrate on this fight. Yeah, as I was saying, I don't recall this fight, though, that fight being that hard last time I did this in my practice run. Those skeletal guardians are no joke. Let's... Okay, so there's no more close around. Well, that seemed... Oh, I was going to say that was Jean, but that's not. It sort of looked like Jean, but... Alright. Okay. There's another skeleton around there. Thankfully, I've got to go the long way around to get to there, so he's not going to attack me at the moment. He's just going to continue walking past and making a lot of noise. I really wish there was a way to put the fire out, but I don't believe there is. I mean, Oops. I do have... like, frost damage. Is that going to... No. In fact, you can come back here any time, and this fire is still going days later. Anything... Yeah, I'm not going to loot those. They're not going to have anything that I want. We'll grab that stuff, because even though it weighs a lot, it sells for a lot as well. And there is another of our companions. Alright, let's get that going again. Actually, I think I do need some more conjuration. Holy crap, look at them all! Thankfully, he appears to be stuck. And it is a good idea to save. Because, yeah, this is quite an interesting little fight we have going here. Let's do that. Let's do that. All right. Uh-huh. Okay, I got one to come with me. That's good. Just got to take it easy, take our time. We'll get through this. So it looks like they can only really come through one or two at a time when I go through the door. So that is good. I'm sure my silver dagger is probably quite badly beat up at this point. Yeah. But it's at 70. I'm going to use my ability to repair it later, but for now, how much carrying capacity have I got left? Not much. I probably can't pick up much more in the way of weapons and stuff. I don't think there's any problem with me leaving and going and selling this stuff and then coming back. We'll try it in a sec, actually, once I've finished off the last of these guys in there. All right. See if I can wear down one of those guys. And good, one came with me. Even if both had come with me, I think I would be all right. Okay. No, I want that. There we go. I want the silver mace. Thank you. I don't see any more shields. Did he not have a shield? I didn't notice. Oh, there's the shield right there. I bet you I can't carry it. Oh, I can. All right. Okay. We're back to full magicka. Back to full health. Quick save. So, you are all that's left. Yeah, I can't pick up any of those. That's fine. I don't think I want to pick up any of that either. Let's take the chance that this resets. I doubt it will. There's not really any other situations where things reset. So let's get out of here. And oh, there's just a bit of time to sell some stuff.
Go ahead, please. Have a look at my wares.
Oh, hang on. I want to repair all of my equipment. There we go.
Piotr. Let's do business.
All right. Silver mace. Bunch of them. Not really worth it. And the steel maces are definitely not worth it because they actually weigh more than they sell for. The shields are quite good though. No souls in the soul gems.
You drive a hard bargain. Come back and see me again.
You almost make that sound like a threat. Come back and see me again. It's like, if you come back and see me again, I'm going to beat the living daylights out of you. Very, very weird. All right. Health is all good. Yeah, no, I got everything out of here. It was just the stuff here that I didn't have. And there's that, and there's that. Got all of that. And we got all of that. Alright. What have you got? Nothing that I want. Nothing that I want. That's just, well, I've got bone meal on me, so I might as well. Nothing I want there. Nothing I want there. Okay, we can't get into that room. That's fine. There's nothing in there anyway. Don't think there's really anything in here that we want. That's all just broken table and chandelier. And you've got nothing we want. And you've got nothing we want. Okay, we do know from... Oh good, there's our conjuration level, so we don't need to keep using the bound dagger. Not that it's a problem, but we've got our level for leveling up, so... And that is a necromancer, I think, or did I just... No, I'm right, that is a necromancer. There we go. Oh. Oh!
What did I ever do to you?
Damn it. Alright. Let's do that again, but properly this time. Grab that. Grab that. Grab that. Oh, there was nothing in there. I think there was... No, there was nothing in there either. There was just this stuff here. there was nothing in any of those.
Come out wherever you are.
What have we here? A visitor? I'm afraid you've missed the party. The guest of honor has already left.
You won't be leaving, though. I'll see to that now.
Come on, attack me so I don't get done for assault. Not that I'll get killed or anything, but... Why is she not attacking? I don't get it. Dagger. Fine.
Are they gone?
You could have
I was
helped.
so afraid. He killed them all. I saw his face. I saw the King of Worms. I couldn't believe my eyes. I think the only reason I'm alive is because I was invisible. But even so, I think he saw me. He killed them, one by one. Volonaro was last, I think. He was trying to run away, but he didn't make it, did he? The King of Worms stood over him, right before he died, and well, it looked like he sucked out Volonaro's soul. He said something about Echo Cave and destroying the Mages Guild. Then he looked right at me and grinned. You've got to do something. You've got to tell Archmage Traven. He might come back if he knows I'm still here. I'm not staying here. I'll go to the Imperial City. Hannibal Traven can protect me. It's not safe here. Leave before he comes back.
I doubt he will come back, but that's fine. Alright, we've done everything here. Pity we can't push our way through there. We've got to go all the way back around. And the shops are now closed, so I can't go and sell that stuff that I just got. So we will go back to the Imperial City. Shops open at 8, close at 8. So that's why I said they're closed. No sign of Orpheus or whatever his name is, and no sign of the Archmage. Are we supposed to... Jaskar is the only survivor. Give me information. Hannibal Traven should be told immediately I should return to the Imperial City. Yeah, it's going to make me wait until he gets up, because it doesn't want to let me go up. Well, I can go up there, but I'm technically trespassing, so... What we might do is just sit down here and wait for like 7 hours for him to come down.
What can I do for you, Archmage?
What's new with you? Any word from Jean in Bruma?
Jean's dead.
He was the only one left?
Yep.
This is worse than I thought.
Yeah, well,
From what he's
you
told
know.
you, Manimako, the King of Worms, is here in Cyrodiil and preying on our guild. This is something I'd never have dreamed. We'll need a few days to digest this new information. Should Jaskar arrive here, we'll see to it that he's well taken care of. Thank you.
Greetings,
I need a
Guild
few
Mage.
days again.
The council requires more time.
Oops. Right after me saying I didn't want to trespass, it's not a problem. I'm not going to get, charged or anything.
It's my pleasure.
Hello, guildmate.
How go?
It's my pleasure. Before you begin, we must first... Truly, you are an asset to the guild. I reward you with the rank of wizard and teach you a most powerful spell.
Here it is.
Your tasks...
Okay, so I got advancement. That's nice. Wizard's Fury added. Let's have a look at it. It is a very good spell, but we probably only got the second tier of it. There's actually 4 different tiers depending on what your level is. Yeah, I think that's the second tier. So it does 2 points of fire damage for 5 seconds on the target. So that is essentially still 10 points of fire damage. It does 10 points of frost damage and 10 points of shock damage. Now, the interesting thing about this spell is you cannot create a spell similar. Let's go and have a look, actually, because we've got nothing else to do at the moment, and it might be worthwhile.
Hello, journeyman.
I got stuff to sell, and then we'll go back and we will go back to Frostcrag Spire. I was having trouble thinking of the name of that for a minute. We'll go back to Frostcrag Spire and we will look at our spell-making altar, and I'll show you something. We can't produce a spell as good as Wizard's Fury.
What kind of deal can I make? May I interest you in some of my fine
So,
wares?
we don't need that.
That's more.
Don't need those. And we don't need these. And we don't need any of this.
That's
Any potions? No. I don't need the bone meal.
that's a good deal.
And I haven't used any of those welcome
back.
stones yet. Alright.
Goodbye, please.
So. So let's have a look up here. So, if we have a look, at the moment, I have... Okay, I don't actually have a spell that is comparable. But even this is a good example. So let's try it. Well, let's... Okay, so Wizard's Fury. Essentially, that's doing 30 points of damage all up. And it's doing 2 points of fire for 5 seconds. And then instantly, it's doing 10 points of frost and 10 points of shock. So that's a total of 30 damage to the target. Although the fire takes several seconds. That's fine. And that only costs 17 magicka. So let's see if we can produce something similar. First of all, we can't, because we can't go... See, it's a target-based spell, and the minimum magnitude, the minimum amount of damage that we can do is 3 points of damage, not 2. So they're doing 2 points of damage over 5 seconds to get to 10. If we say 3 points of damage over 3 seconds, we're going to be really close. All right? So let's add that. And then it's doing 10 points of frost and 10 points of shock. So let's add in 10 points of frost and then 10 points of shock. Target 10. Look at the magicka cost for this spell. 37. So we're technically doing 1 point less damage, and it's costing us double. More than double the magicka cost to cast it. That's why Wizard's Fury is a really good spell at any, even if you get the weaker version of it, because there is one version which I think is one level lower. I think it only does like 5 points of damage. Let me see if I can confirm that. No, it does 14. 1 point of damage for 5 seconds. And okay, I'm actually... Why are we still considered apprentice level? That's really odd. Oh, probably because my destruction is still less than 50, maybe? No, my destruction's at 61. I would have thought I was at journeyman level. I don't know. But anyway, there's actually 2, 4, 6, 7 different versions of the spell. At the ultimate version of it, it does 10 points of fire damage for 15 seconds. That's 150 points. And then 30 points of frost and 30 points of shock for 210 points of damage total, and it costs 236 magicka. We're at the second level only, where we're doing the 2 points for 10 seconds. Oh, sorry, the 2 points for 5 seconds, and then 10 points, and then 10 points. Yeah, it's ridiculous how good this spell is. So this is now going to become the spell that I have on my number 1 slot. Without a doubt, because it's doing 30 points of damage compared to the spell that I used to have on the number 1 slot, which was Elemental 20, which was doing just 20 points of damage, because we had shock lasting for 2 seconds and the other 2 lasting for 1 second, and all doing 5 points damage per second. We could, and I think I probably should, because our magicka is high, our destruction level is higher now, it might be worthwhile seeing what we can build that is a little bit more powerful. So fire damage, target, let's start at maybe 15 points for 1 second. And then frost, 15. Actually, we should start at 10 for both of these. That's not supposed to be touch, that's supposed to be target. Let's drop that back to 10. And then shock. So 42 magicka to do 30 points of damage. Which is actually comparable to what the that is comparable to what Wizard's Fury is doing, but Wizard's Fury is spreading that damage out over multiple seconds. So what we could do is so 42, if we go back to 5 points of damage, but make it over 2 seconds, for each of these, $34 points of magicka. What was I calling these? I was just calling them elemental and then the number. Okay, let's rebuild that. Super quick. Fire on target, 5 points, 2 seconds. Frost on target, 5 points, 2 seconds. And shock on target, 5 points, 2 seconds. Now, if we made these touch so that the opponents had to be much closer to us, that also drops the magicka requirement, because you think about it, you're not having to use magic to push your effect and throw it at your target. You're just, putting it out in front of you. So if we changed all of these to touch, much less, only 22 magicka rather than the 30-something that it was as target. But I don't like creating touch-based spells because it means I've got to switch back and forth between, my opponent's up close, let me change to a touch-based spell. Sure, I'm going to use less magicka, but it's the muscle memory of having to do that, and you've got to have another slot on your hotkeys and all that type of stuff to do it. So elemental 30, and I'm just going to go /2 so that I know that this is over 2 seconds. But this is also only still requiring a destruction of 25, so we could have created this much earlier, but it was a significantly higher cost than we have done before. It's costing us a little bit of gold, but we've got plenty of gold. Let's go fire damage, target 10 over 2 seconds. And then frost 10 over 2 seconds. Now, adding area of effect also makes the spell, the magicka go up. I tend not to like that because the area of effect spells, can and will harm companions or anything like that. And some of these quest lines I do have to have companions around. So it's just easier to never use area of effect spells. 85 magicka for that. I'm going to create it. So that's 20, 40, 60. That's 60 points. Wow. Elemental 60. So yeah. Probably not going to use any of those spells straight away. What have I got on my number 2 slot at the moment? That's my elemental 12. No, I think my number 2 now needs to at least be elemental 20. No, actually, it's going to be this. It's going to be this higher level spell. And as I said, though, I'm probably not going to use it. It seems counterintuitive, but for the rest of the test playthrough that I had done, I just basically used Wizard's Fury, even though as you get up in level, it's doing less damage. It uses so little magicka. You can just sit there and spam it, and you know your magicka barely seems to go down. So yeah, that's that. I know that we're not going to be ready to do the next quest just yet, but let's go back and we'll just wait days if we have to until the next quest becomes available. Do you have anything for me? No, because that would have changed if it did. And I don't really want to buy any of your spells because I can actually create a lot of those easier than you can. That's what I didn't double check. What am I up to for alteration? Still only 40. I really need to get some levels in alteration, but at the moment the only... See, I'm not using the shield spell. I should probably be setting up a shield spell on my hotbar to use.
Rumor has it the Nerevarine has left Morrowind.
Yeah, you know what?
Expedition to Akavir, and has not.
I think we need to do that. I think we need to set up a shield spell. What have I got for shielding spells at the moment? I have 15% shield for 30 seconds and 5% shield for 30 seconds. Okay. Let's go and see what we can do. Actually, we don't need to go all the way back to... What's the name? There are spell altars around here. I'm just trying to remember which buildings they're in. I'm pretty sure... What's this one? Mystic Archives? No. I'm pretty sure there's a spell-making altar in here. Yeah. All right. So, if I go shield on myself, magnitude of... Hang on. What is my current shield level? Not that it really matters because I don't need a huge amount. So mine's 18. So if I stick with that 15 level shield, if I go shield on myself, 15. Now the duration previously was 30 seconds. And that was 37, 39 magic or whatever it was. What's it going to be if I go to 60 seconds? 79 magicka. Yeah, let's create that. Ooh. No, I will do this. Shield 15, 60. We'll create that. Ah, okay. I can't create one that long because that requires alteration of 50%. Can I reduce the magnitude? 25. Oops, I created that. I named that incorrectly. But I just thought of something. I have my seal 4032, so that's lasting for 32 seconds. Light for 40 feet. Detect life for 40 feet for 32 seconds. What if I go detect life, (40 feet), 32 seconds. All right, that requires a mysticism of 25. I'm pretty sure my mysticism is higher than that. It's 57. Okay, and my illusion is 43. That's what... I'm pretty sure the light is illusion-based. Effect. So if I go 40 feet for 32 seconds. Yeah, it's illusion of 50. So, okay. This is going to cost a lot of magicka, but what I want to do, let's delete that. So we want detect life. I'm happy with the 40 feet. That, I think, is pretty good. Let's get the duration to 60. That still only requires a mysticism of 25. That's actually pretty good. So then if we create light on self, (40 feet, 60 seconds. And then if we also add into that a shield on self of 10, for 60 seconds. That's going to use 115 magicka. I think that is good. What do I want to call this, though? I mean, I was calling it See All. Now that we've added other stuff to it, it requires a mysticism skill of 50. Well, I think that's fine. We can still use it. The question's going to be, I don't remember how much our magicka is actually at. 327. So it's going to use a third of our magicka. But we're protected. We can see, you know, there's light, and then we can also detect life all in one go. So that's also going to level up our alteration for us, which we definitely want so that we can get the higher level spell, the higher level open locks spell. So even though it's going to use a lot of our magicka comes back fairly quickly. We've got a really good wisdom. I mean, we're almost to 100. I think we're at 90 at the moment. Yeah, we're at 90 for willpower, so we're regenerating very quickly. We could enchant some gear to improve our regeneration. So we've got magicka gear that's improving the amount of magicka we have. And we have some shield gear, which is giving us some defense. We need to start looking at getting the higher level soul gems and enchanting up some new gear at some point too. Because we could boost up that 28 a few points just by making some new boots, a new ring, and a new shirt of shield. I think those were made with petty soul gems. If we went up to lesser or common, whatever we could find filled, I think it goes up by 1% each time. It might go a little bit higher on some of the bigger gems. But yeah, I have done, in my test playthrough, I actually kept all of my gear as shield gear. Like if we had full set of shield gear and didn't have any of the magicka gear, because those magickas are 9 points each. Oh no, I thought they might have been made with a bigger soul gem, but I don't think they were. I can't remember now. But yeah, we could have had basically double well, not double, because I've got to wait for my shield to expire. But the shield's adding 10, so that was 18. Yeah, we could have had, in the 30s, the mid-30s shield, just by the clothes that we were wearing, all enchanted up. So that is another option, but I think I prefer the Magicka. At the moment, I don't feel like I'm getting hit too hard, although the battle with those Skeletal Guardians was interesting. Basically, the next couple of missions, there's only a few missions left in the Mage Guild questline, or the Arcane University, whatever you want to call it, Imperial College. There's only a few missions left, and I really do think that they will be the test to say whether we need more shield, more protection, or whether keeping the Magicka stuff that we've got is the right way to go. At the moment, I want the Magicka. I feel eventually I will probably have a full enchanted set of Magicka gear, and I will use spells like this one to protect me from damage when I get to higher levels of alteration, and I can cast higher levels of protection. The maximum I can get to is 80%, but I think if I can get my protection around 50%, it'll be pretty good for almost anything, because I had it around... Well, actually, no, I don't need to be... That 30 to 40% protection that I had in my test playthrough was sufficient to take on Oblivion gates and, all of the danger and stuff behind them. I didn't have a problem at all. So I think if I can keep my protection around my armor rating from spells and enchantments, etc., around the 30 to 40%, that will be good. And the rest of my enchanting can go to raising my Magicka so that I can just pump out spells more and more. But anyway, we're going to do that in the next episode. In the next episode, we're going back into the tower thing here, and we are just... No, actually, it's that one there. And we are just going to wait until yet again, at the end of the episode, we are going to wait at the start of the next episode for the Archmage to give us the next mission. This one's been a little bit talky, a little bit strategy, with all the spell making at the end here, but I hope you enjoy this, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye now.